次の問題ね。3つのコップと6枚のコインがあります。3つのコップそれぞれにコインが1枚、2枚、3枚になるように分けてください。
Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Last time we had Beato, the reborn Beato, setting out on a journey with Kumasawa, who then turned into Regalia, you know what I mean? On a journey to find out how she became the way she became after 1,000 years, or maybe just 6 years. Who knows how it works in the witch world? 1,000 years can be 6 years, and a nap can be 1,000 years. So, no, sorry, 6 years can be 1,000 years, and 1,000 years can also be a nap. So, who knows how it works? But she's out on this journey. Featherin or Featherine. I actually still have not uploaded the previous parts yet, so I don't actually know the correct pronunciation yet, because I'm sure the message hasn't reached you guys yet, so you guys can tell me which is the correct pronunciation. So I will still stick with Featherin, even though I feel like Featherine sounds more right, but it's fine. So Featherin has allowed her to the archive to be able to, to be able to read back on the previous games and stuff, I guess, previous books, and see and learn more about herself. And Regil's given Beato to Angie's care, so Angie's now helping out Beato, and simultaneously this benefits Angie too, because Angie wants to find out how Beato became she was as well. Find out, why she became this almost sadistic person, and I'm interested in it as well, so I wanna join in that journey too. And then we moved on to the whole cheese puzzle. Cheesy cheese. Yeah, we sat here for about 40 minutes pondering about how you can cut cheese into 8 slices, into 8 pieces with just one slice of a knife. At first I thought you could do it in 3, and I theorized that by using a method completely different than everyone else in the visual novel. Then everyone else in the visual novel explained it in their method, which made a lot of sense. They thought in a different way than I did. And then Batter and Erica mentioned that you could do it in 1, and I was thinking, alright, I mean, I guess, I made my own theory about how it was possible to do it in 1, by how I described it, but that you could do it by folding it like a snake. But they said it was like an accordion, so that's probably a better explanation of how you can slice off 8 pieces of a single cheese bit. They didn't say which form it had to be specifically. So yeah, you can slice it into 8 by folding it like an accordion 6 times. So yeah, so you get 8 pieces. And now Mud is on to the next riddle, which seems a lot easier as of right now. I mean, I don't know if it's going to get more tricky than this. So before we really get into it though, I did tell y'all we're gonna check out the character file, so we'll do that first real quick. Because we got some new character file on Erica, who's just showed up. She's the guest. Here we go. Furudo Erica fell from the pleasure boat Eternal Maid 2 mid-cruise in the waters near Rokkenjima. She washed up on Rokkenjima on October 4th, 1986. The Ushima family welcomed her as a guest. She managed to drift to the island unharmed thanks to several miracles, including the life jacket she was wearing. Alright, that is the exact same description we got in episode 5, so that doesn't help us whatsoever. Let's keep on moving. Alright, let's go on to Maria's next puzzle.
最初のコップにコインを1枚、次のコップに2枚、最後のコップに3枚入れて出来上がりだぜ。
See, Jessica, is the quiz really that easy, or is it a trick question?
ではそれを5枚のコインでもできるでしょうか。
Oh, can do the same thing with only 5 coins. Well, it doesn't say that they have to be there simultaneously, so yes, I can put 1 coin in the first cup, 2 coins in the next cup, then take the 1 coin from the first cup and put it in the third cup. Well, how are you gonna specify? You gotta specify the date. Does it have to be filled simultaneously?
また陳腐な問題が出てきましたね。まさか皆さんこの程度の問題にまたタバコをいくつも費やされるおつもりで
Don't tell me that you only do waste several precious seconds on a problem like this. Insolent fools! By now, Erika's gazing around with an unpleasant look, acting in a manner that was completely inappropriate for both for a guest and for someone of her age. Precious seconds! She was no longer a guest who would be staying until the storm passed. She had transformed into an annoying guest who wouldn't leave until the storm passed. Everyone thought this, but they were unable to say it aloud.
コインの問題っていうと、ほら、お箸の使い方がうまいかどうかは、コインをお箸で掴めるかどうかでわかるそうだね。
Oh no, don't bring up chopsticks with Erika. Oh, what have you done, George? Oh no!
お箸
Oh, why would you do that, George? No! You've sent her off the rails!
そうですお箸です
Yes! Chopsticks! Ah!
お箸は世界で最も優雅な食器です
Yeah, great. Fantastic. I gotta hear this chopstick talk again. Thank you, George! Come on, man!
突き刺し引きちぎって口に運ぶナイフとフォークなんて野蛮の極みお箸こそが最高です私の箸使いこそが芸術
Jessica was up to say, isn't a chopstick just a stick? But stopped herself just in time. She realized that it was best to let George take control for now.
小銭あるけど、ちょっと僕と競争してみない？
What?
僕もお箸の持ち方には厳しいんだ。
So we're just gonna forget about Muddy's problem. We're gonna forget about that quiz. You're gonna make Muddy angry. But okay, it's fine. George, you're trying to divert the attention, the situation. You're trying to ease the mood. Okay.
そうやな。ジョージの箸は随分厳しく教えたんや。
Well, that's great because I suck with chopsticks. Because guess what? I wasn't raised in using chopsticks, so I actually don't know the proper technique. I've tried to learn a little bit before because one time when I ate sushi, actually the first time I ate sushi, so I was taught a little bit, but I cannot say that I know the proper technique. I have not had anywhere near enough practice at all.
確かにテーブルマナーは育ちが出てしまうものだ。
Damn.
エリカさんの持ち方もなかなかに良い。
What was Erika's upbringing? Does she have parents?
俺の小銭も貸してやるぜ。
But I mean, she is just Burn Castle's piece.
枚数が多い方が面白いだろ。
ジェシカ、よく見て覚えなさい。
うせえぜ。
よし、競争しよう。ここにある小銭をどれだけ多く自分のお皿に移せるか。
望むところです
She's so excited about this.
お箸お箸
Hey yo, nah, that's actually nah. This obsession is getting too far. What's with her face, yo? Why is she? What? Hey yo, that's a certain fetish right there. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. You know what? I'm not gonna ask what you do with chopsticks in your spare time, Erika. Do your thing. No, we're not gonna shame anyone here. I didn't think it was that wild. Okay, this time George had steered the conversation into a good direction. I don't know about that one. Everyone else understood, and they helped to egg on this chopstick fight and change the subject. They were fully aware by now that Erika was extremely proud of her intelligence. And apparently she had the bad habit of using that to look down on other people. She spun her chopsticks around her fingers with the dexterity of a stage magician. staring at the coins scattered on the table like a dog waiting for permission to eat the food placed before him. This girl is crazy. I mean, we know that already. That's why we love her. But she's a menace. The unsettling sound of the wind had now blended in with the sound of rain, resembling the howl of some monstrous beast. Just when it seemed to be crying out sadly, it would suddenly turn into a roar and rattle the windows, striking up even more fear and unease within me. Alright, who's talking right now? Beato, Angie, who's talking? Battler even? Oh, it's this person. Whoever is stuck behind this door. Okay. Light from the hallway poured in through the thin crack of the slightly open door. And it seemed to carry with it laughter that was warm and happy, but very distant. I'm sure everyone's in the dining hall or somewhere, having a good time. I want to go there as soon as I can. Who is talking right now? It's the same person as from the start of the episode, right? I'm sure my family will be there. I hate being all alone in a place like this. So family, the same family, so it's a family member. So it's not a servant or something. It's not one of the servants. It's a family member. Battler's present, George's present, Jessica's present, Maria's present, Rosa's present, Nazi's present, Cross is present, Hideyoshi's present. Eva seems to be present, right? Is Eva present? I don't remember Eva having a single line of dialogue. Nandra's present, but he's not a member of the family. Both Katie and Rudolph are present. The only one that I'm not 100% sure of that they're present is Eva. Could it be Eva that's stuck here? Unless it's not Eva. I don't know. It's a family member. Okay, let's keep reading for now. Dad? Wait, Dad? Mom. What? Dad, Mom? I stubbornly tried again and again to open the door, but the merciless chain just wouldn't let the door open any further than that crack. On the contrary, feeling this close to a way out just made me more impatient. Gulping and trying to ignore the fear lurking behind me, I quietly closed the door. That light coming out of the crack is just a trap. This is an iron shackle, trying to keep me locked in here for eternity by making me think I'm just an inch away from getting out the door that will never actually open. I need to get out of this creepy room as soon as possible. When I closed the door, all that filled the room was that eerie sound of wind and rain. The way the wind picked up every now and then and shook the window frames felt like a monster in a cage shaking the bars. I was so scared of that monster, I couldn't help but avert my gaze from the windows. Gotta search. If I can't get out the door, I need to find another way out. Just to the side of the door was a closet. To the side of the door? There was only enough space inside to hang overcoats. Of course, it didn't connect to anywhere outside the room. Is this the same guest room that Nazi stayed at? The same closet where, Nazi stayed at when Hideyoshi died in the previous episode? Well, died, quote unquote. If this were hide and seek, it'll probably be fun to hide in there. Okay, so it is possible to hide in there. This could be the same room where Hideyoshi, quote unquote, died last episode. However, inside this creepy room, it would be no better than stepping to my own coffin. If I go in there, maybe I won't be able to get out of the closet next. This nonsensical fear sent a massive shiver up my spine. and I closed the closet door in a hurry. There's one door left. One door left? When I opened it, there was the bath and toilet. Okay. This could be the Maldives room as well. Seems like the rooms are identical though, all these guest rooms, right? If this is the Maldives room, but if you want to know what I mean by Maldives room, the room where Eva and Hideyoshi died in episode 1, all the way back in episode 1. Man, it's been a while since episode 1, huh? I recorded episode 1 a year ago. But yeah, I still remember. This is the room where Hideyoshi and Eva were talking about traveling to the Maldives together. Because now George is all grown up so they can have a vacation together. Like a almost late honeymoon or whatever. But I remember Hideyoshi, vividly, Hideyoshi being dead here in this bath. With a stake rammed through his forehead. Of course, there was no exit. There weren't even any windows. If I turned the faucet, water would probably come out, then disappear down the drain and flow outside. But I couldn't get out that way. Unless I went into the bathtub with the stopper pulled out of the drain and smash my flesh and bones to bits. Yeah, good luck with that. You'd be out. You'd be out at least. You may not be out alive, but you'd be out. That's for sure. I had the feeling that this was the only way out. So the black stopper in the bathtub drain looked extremely terrifying. I tried a lot of things, both mentally and physically, but there really was no way of getting out through the bathroom. All that was left was the windows. Those crazy windows. You're too scared of looking at them. How are you gonna get out the windows, mate? The view through the window was pitch black darkness. The fierce winds and rain were slamming against the glass. The darkness on the other side of the window may have been unsettling, but I didn't really care where I went as long as it was outside this room. However, the window was clamped shut. Dun dun dun! Right down the middle of the window, which was made to swing open like a set of double doors, were several ugly metal clamps. Metal clamps? Someone really doesn't want you to get out this room, huh? It was even more unnerving than the chain on the door, like a rough operation scar on some bizarre monster. The wind and rain slammed against and shook the window frame, making it creak loudly. However, unlike the door, this wouldn't open even a crack. I've had enough. Give it a rest already. What the hell's going on with this room? I've had enough of this creepy room. Enough, 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 enough! It's impossible to go outside except by the door and windows. And compared to that thick door, the windows looks like it might be possible to break. The window, not the windows. I'll smash it. If I swing a chair at it, the glass will probably break. I might even be able to smash the wooden grid dividing up the window. All I need to do is make a gap large enough to slip out of. I grabbed a fancy looking antique chair and headed back to the window. I smashed the chair against it. Over and over. I heard a break! The glass smashed with a violent sound, and the frame groaned and creaked. I hit it again, over and over. If I could just break through this wooden frame. Damn it, what the hell? Even though all the glass has been smashed apart, even though the cold rain is blowing in and tormenting me, I just can't get that frame to break. They aren't iron bars. It's just a delicate wooden mesh. It's fragile enough to make that creaking sound. So why doesn't it break? No, wait. Maybe it's close to breaking. What if I try attacking it from a different angle instead of just smashing it head on? I stuck my left hand outside through one of the holes in the broken window. Grabbed the frame from the front with my right hand. Wait, you stuck your left hand outside through one of the holes in the broken window. Grabbed the frame from the front with my right hand and tried to break it by shaking it around from both sides. My left hand started to grow ice cold from the frigid winds and rain. As I shook, fragments of glass sticking out from the broken frame poked into me, and my wrist was soon stained with blood. But if I can just get out of here, this much pain is no big deal. But I can't get out. I'm stuck. It won't open. I can't break it. The more violently I shook the frame, the more the glass fragments tore into my left wrist, causing me intense pain. Wait, what's... Huh? Ow. Ow, 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 ow! Before I realized it, the glass fragments on the frame had grown longer and more spiky. It was as though an ugly beast was trying to chew my hand off with glass teeth. It's not my imagination. They actually are getting longer before my very eyes. Ah! And they're chewing my hand into bits. I tried desperately to pull my hand out, but it had already dug deep into my wrists, and I couldn't move it. I put all my strength into it, but it just hurt more and more, and the glass didn't even budge. What the hell? Damn it! Let go! Let go! Let go! With my right fist, I hit the glass over and over, attempting to break it. But that just hurt my right fist as well, and did nothing to release my other hand. Just then, my left hand, which was still stuck outside and exposed to the rain, brushed against something slimy? Something slimy. Blood? Or something else? Someone else's blood? What? It couldn't have been a leaf blown about by the winds, or anything like that. I mean, it felt just like the touch of someone's rain-soaked hand. It's the touch of someone else's rain-soaked hand. Wow, that's what you felt. Okay. Then, it closed tightly around my left hand. When I felt the 5 fingers, I knew that some person out in the darkness was touching my left hand. And yes, I know who it is. Who is it? It's the witch. The terrifying witch who controls Rokujima's night. Ooh. The 2 hands soaked in the freezing rain gently caressed my left hand. However, though I could tell this was happening from the touch, I couldn't see anything out there in the darkness. Then, it felt about my fingers and bent my ring finger upwards. Okay? Your ring finger, okay? Ow, 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 ow! It's gonna break! Yeah! Oh, okay, so the other person is pulling the ring finger upwards to the point of trying to break it. Okay, why would you do that? Break, crack. It's gonna break. Breaking the ring finger. At that moment, I saw something in the darkness for the first time. When the lightning bolt came down, it lighted everything up, and you could see something in the darkness. Is that what you're telling me? It was white. Okay. The darkness grinned and bared its white teeth. Then, that mouth full of eerily white teeth approached my bent back finger and opened wide. It's about to eat your finger, bro. Good luck. It must have been laughing at me from the darkness. After all, its creepy mouth had twisted upward in a huge grin. I had a horrible idea of what it might be trying to do to my finger. A shiver ran up my spine. I resisted as much as I could. As much as I could, yeah. But the fangs of glass just wouldn't release my left hand. And then, after giving my finger a playful nibble, chomp, it bit down hard, crushing bone and tearing away flesh all at once, and bit it off. Well, there goes your ring finger, mate. That's why you don't mess with the darkness of the windows, bro. Crunch, rip, tear, squelch. Splat. Bang. There goes your ring finger. Alright. Shouldn't have tried to escape the room, huh? Okay, so Erika felt like she heard that happening. Okay.
僕もガタンって音を聞いたような。
Alright, George thinks he heard it too. It sounded like a clunk, okay?
風で窓でもガタついたんだろうぜ。何しろオンボロ屋敷だからな。
そういうのってなんだか不気味だよな。本当に魔女が屋敷の中を歩き回ってるのかなって。6年前のガキの頃には随分怯えて夜を過ごしたもんさ。
いる。ベアトリーチェはいる。
ベアトリーチェはいる。
この廊下の向こうには何があるんですか？あちらには客室がございますが、今は使っておりません。
うん。ゲストハウスができたからね。それまでは客室に僕らは泊まってたんだよ。
ああ、俺も覚えてるぜ。今日のゲストハウスがあまりに綺麗なんで驚いちまった。
まあ新築だからな。私も自分の部屋をそっちに移したいもんだぜ。シャノ、エリカさんの部屋もゲストハウスでしょ？
はい、ゲストハウスにご用意させていただきました。で、ゲストハウスは屋敷から離れていると。どんな事件が起こっても互いには聞こえませんね。
We're gonna be able to hear what's going on in one from the other. This is true.
やれやれ。まだ探偵モードなのかよ。
She's always in detective mode, Battle. Come on now.
明日の朝、全員で揃っておはようって言っただけでがっかりしちまいそうだぜ。
You really think things will go that smoothly, Battler? I guess you do at this point, in this stage.
確かに。さすがに明日の朝には誰かが減ってないと困ります。ねえ。それではゲストハウスへご案内します。
Shannon's guiding them to the guest house. The adults were apparently about to begin a conversation that they didn't want the kids to hear. The real family conference was about to start. Right, what about the whole riddle thing? Who's gonna solve the riddle? Is Battler gonna solve the riddle this time or not? Eric and Battler to tag team again, or is Beatos the game master? He's gonna choose another way that this is gonna go. As the kids and Erica followed Shannon on their way to the guest house, they passed through the entrance hall. Oh, okay. So now they're gonna start the epitaph and talk about the epitaph, right? Or Erica's gonna ask about the epitaph. Watch.
外は今が一番の振りのようだね。
客までテレビでも見ながら、もう少し振りが弱くなるのを待ってもいいんじゃねえの？
ゲストハウスに戻りなさいってママに言われた。ゲストハウスじゃないと怒られる。おお。
After girl, she get mad.
ゲストハウスの方が落ち着けるぜ。不機嫌な親の声も面もごめん被るぜ。
ますますにお膳立てが整っているようで。
A true detective, huh, Erica? Erica giggled, an openly discreet look on her face.
今傘のご用意をいたします。少々お待ちください。
Please make sure to bring the correct amount. Some people in the past haven't, so.
ちょっとずっと気になってました。肖像画のご婦人はどなたですか？まあぶっちゃけベアトの肖像画であることは知ってるわけですが、
Of course, you already know.
前回のゲームでは通り過ぎてしまっただけで面白くなかったので。
Right, of course, because Erica retains memories of previous games. As a detective, you've got that power somehow. Let's go. We simply walked past it in the last game, which is no fun at all. Erica whispered to herself, but of course no one heard her.
こちらは親方様の恩人ベアトリーチェ様でございます。
おじい様に莫大な黄金を授けてくれた後ろ宮家復興の恩人だそうだよ。
ただのじい様の中の妄想の魔女だぜ。こいつの亡霊が夜な夜な屋敷の中を歩き回ってるって話らしいぜ。
よせよ。俺小さい頃はその話めちゃくちゃ苦手で、この屋敷の夜は苦手だったんだ。
Why does it feel it's the first time Beatos mentioned this? If it isn't, in Beatos' episode, Beatos choosing to show us this. She's trying to show us that he used to be scared of this, of the Beatos story when he was little.
そんなこともあったね。6年経った今はどう？
すっかり忘れてたが、この肖像画をまじまじ見てるうちにまた怖い気持ちが蘇ってきちまったぜ。
That old fear, huh?
ベアトリーチェは怖くないよ。敬いを持っていればね。持ってないとね、シャノン。
Right, Shannon? Right, Shannon? As long as you respect her. Hey, Batter, do you respect Beato? Right, Shannon?
はい。使用人たちの間でもそうささやかれています。夜回りの使用人たちの間でも時折人影を見たとか黄金の蝶を見たとかいう噂が。
去年だか一昨年だかに使用人の人が階段から転げ落ちて大怪我してやめたじゃん。
I feel like that person just has no. I feel like that's just skill issue. That servant just skill issue, bro. Bro, he got the Kuina treatment. He got the down the stairs treatment. Like down the dot stairs treatment. Like the Kuina treatment, bro. Friggin' at least that servant survived, because bro, Kuina, she fell down some stairs and died, bro. I can't believe it, bro. Best friend of the world's strongest swordsman dies to some stairs, bro. Some stairs, bro. That fell down some stairs. I still don't believe that. That's some bullcrap. If that's how that story ends, that plot point, I know it's been 25 years since that plot point has been introduced, but I don't know if it's that Shigi or whoever it is, but I don't believe no fell down some stairs and died, bro. Down these stairs has been such a powerful meme all this time, but bro, come on now. Skill issue for real.
あれ、ベアトリーチェの呪いだなんてささやかれてなかったっけ？
Hey, yo, Jessica, you're trying to scare Battler again? Jessica told it like a ghost story, trying to scare Erika, but Erika just laughed disdainfully. Trying to scare Erika, not Battler, huh?
なんだよ、薄気味悪いな。ただの事故だろ。偶然だろ。
おじい様がここに肖像画を掲げてすぐのことだから、一昨年のことだと思うよ。
Oh!
確か、まさにここの大階段から落ちて怪我をしたんだよね。
This is the very staircase that Seren fell down, right? Wait. You tell me that this portrait was hung here the year before last? So 1984. It happened just after Grandfather had this portrait hung here, so it was probably the year before last, 1984. This was hung here in 1984. Okay. We might have known that before, but it's good to get a reminder at least. It was hung 2 years ago.
そうそう、このバカでかい肖像画は何しろインパクトあったから。掲げられてすぐは屋敷中であれはなんだと話題になったもんだよ。それでその後すぐにここで事故があったもんだから、ベアトリーチェの呪いだってことになってさ。
Kind of people calling it Beatos' curse. Reminds you of in Higurashi or Oyashiro-sama's curse, right? And then we learn the truth of that, right? We learn about Oyashiro-sama's curse. I'm not gonna spoil Higurashi, I guess. I mean, I feel like at this point, if you're at this stage, you already know Higurashi's story and all that, so I don't need to spoil it. You all know what I mean when I say Oyashiro-sama's curse. I wonder if there's something something similar going with Umineko, or there's going to be another explanation to this Beatos curse or whatever. But this has been a very different story than Higurashi, so far at least. So,
ベアトリーチェの階段云々はこの肖像画の後から？いえ、その前からもベアトリーチェ様の霊が歩き回っているという噂はありました。でもこの肖像画が掲げられてからはもっとそういう話が増えた気がします。
今までは魔女ベアトリーチェと聞いても具体的なイメージが湧かなかったからだろうね。この肖像画によって具体的になり、より一層以後の階段に厚みが出たんだと思うな。
そもそも魔女ベアトリーチェなんて誰が言い出したんです？
good question. Was it Kinzo himself, or was it someone else, or what else?
じい様だぜ。
It was Kinzo.
我が最愛の魔女ベアトリーチェってよく取り乱して叫んでたから、この肖像画が出てくるまでは顔の想像もつかなかったけど。
So Kinzo's the only person that knew how she looked like, other than some other people. I'm guessing some of the servants probably knew as well. Interesting. Kinzo, I mean, that makes sense considering what we know of Kinzo and Beatos' relationship so far, right? he kept her hidden in Ecuadorian, so nobody actually knew she existed, right? That was the entire point.
こんな薄気味悪い肖像画がでーんと飾られたら、そりゃ階段の一つや二つできて当然だろうぜ。音楽室のベートーベンの肖像画も、学校創立者の銅像も、みんなちょうどいい階段の音章じゃねえか。
確かにこんなに古風な薄暗いお屋敷でずっとこんな風雨の音を聞いていたら、そういう階段の一つや二つ生まれてもおかしくはなさそうです。まあ所詮は階段、妄想、おとぎ話。
You're anti-fantasy, huh, Erika?
取るにも足らない寝ぼけたうつけ者のざれ言以下ですが。
Damn. Erika looked up at the portrait and smiled at it defiantly. Okay. Maria's face immediately soured, as though she felt that this smile was disrespectful to Beato.
ベアトリーチェはいる。そんなこと言ってるときっとエリカに魔女の呪いがあるよ。
おや、怖い怖い。魔女の呪い、大いに望むところですよ、ベアトリーチェ。
これでエリカが明日の朝変死してたら、魔女殺人事件の幕開けだな。おいおい、お前探偵なんだろ。探偵がいきなり殺されるなんて斬新すぎるぜ。
おや、それは困りますね。現場検証に差し支えます。なるほど、ノックスにも探偵を殺してはならないとは書いてありませんし。
Oh! I guess they don't.
マリア、いいもの持ってる。ベアトリーチェの呪いを防げるお守り。
Hey, the scorpion charm from all the way back in episode 1 actually. This is an old prop. Can't believe she still has it now. She's still bringing back the poison, not the poison, the scorpion charm.
お守り？そんなのあるのか？
After fishing around in her bag, Maria pulled out a string of beads attached to a medal that had a scorpion drawn on it. Hey! It looked like a cheap prize from an arcade or something.
なんですこれ？
魔除けのお守りなの。効果は弱いけれど、これをつけてれば今夜一晩はきっとベアトリーチェの呪いを避けられるよ。
他にもクモの巣が魔除けに効くとも聞きました。
Yeah, you somehow were using spider webs in episode 2 to block out magic. What was that about in episode 2?
ベアトはきっと蝶の化身だからクモも苦手なんだね。
あれ？それは悪食島の悪霊が苦手な方じゃなかったっけ？熊沢さんが詳しいよな、そういうの。
Akujikijima.
魔女の悪霊？少し興味を持ちました。よかったらゲストハウスでもう少し話を聞かせてもらえませんか？ こちらが皆さんの傘です。お使いください。外はまだだいぶ雨が強いのでお気をつけください。
Sharon handed out the umbrellas she had brought. Everyone headed towards the front door. After that, when there were none left standing in front of the portrait, a gold butterfly appeared. Then, expanding out into a spray of gold, it took a human form. Hello, Beato! In the hall, empty now that the children had left, Beato stood alone and silent, looking up at her own portrait. Without a doubt, the figure depicted there was as like her as an image in a mirror. However, it felt as though its eyes and expression were just a little different from hers. From her perspective, while the person in this portrait was almost infinitely close to herself, it was just as surely a different person entirely.
あなたは誰なんでしょう。私にどうかあなたという人を教えてください。
Beato had already finished reading the fragments from Featherin's archive that showed the tales of all the games so far. So what's left for her to question in for the portrait? Oh man, she really just sped through them, huh? However, the witch called Beatrice, who had been depicted in them, had been so vastly different from her. At the very end, it had looked as though that witch and battler had connected just a little bit as adversaries. But for the most part, Beatrice had just bullied battler in nearly all the tales. Even though this was about her, she had no idea why Beatrice had tormented Battler so much when she had supposedly been born for Battler's sake. All she had learned from Featherin's archive was that the former Beato was a completely different person who defied understanding. One of those torn off? You mean like a one-winged eagle? She had also been listening to the conversation Batter and the others had just been having. Beatrice can't handle scorpion charms? Beatrice can't deal with spider webs? It wasn't as though she would like to touch either of those if she had the choice, but nothing bad would happen if she did. Was being perfectly fine around those proof that she wasn't Beatrice? Even though it was about herself, she didn't understand at all. So she quietly gazed into her own eyes on the portrait. It felt as though the truth hid behind those eyes. Beata slowly approached the portrait, and then she lightly touched it. When she did, it felt as though the portrait rippled slightly. Spooky, really creepy, weird. Whoa, rippled. Yes. F-style? This is a doorway? Hey yo, they're playing a banger soundtrack here? Why are they playing a banger OST? What's going on? A doorway. A doorway to the long path that would lead her to the Golden Witch, Beatrice. Beato felt a bit dizzy. She lost her balance, feeling as though the world was twisting around her. Oh. Then, She couldn't tell which way was up or down, and was swallowed downwards. With a soft, watery sound, Beatos was sucked into the portrait. Well, let's go in then, okay. Bet, we're in. The world inside the portrait was pitch black. However, there was nothing unsettling about it. Parallel. It was a comfortable darkness, like when you put your head under the covers in bed at night. Okay, so there's this comfortable darkness, and then there's another person stuck in a room that's clearly not having some comfortable darkness. His ring finger has also been chomped out, so Beato realized this was a world inside herself. So, despite the darkness, she felt a warm embrace. As long as she asked for nothing, this world would ask nothing of her. But she couldn't remain like this. She didn't want to spend eternity inside the darkness of this world. Yes, I need to hatch out of my egg. This darkness is the inside of the shell that surrounds the gold butterfly called Beatrice. She put her purpose, her reason for being born, into words. Thank you for being born. Banger OST, of course. As if in response to those words, the seal on the shell began to melt away. Cracks appeared in the darkness, and a brilliant light enveloped the world. Yeah. And so, Beatrice was born. Huh? The human form? She's in her human form, but she's got long hair. Long hair, human form Beato? Is this the actual Beato? Wait, what's going on? What's up now? Okay, wilding. We're wilding now. Okay, well, the only time we saw Beato in her human form was in episode 2. But back then, she didn't have long hair. She had her hair like how Beato on the right has it. Interesting. There I stood, along with another me. Alright, just like that, alright. For a second, I thought that the me in front of me was the real Beatrice, the one I wanted to be more like. However, she was looking back at me with the same bewildered eyes, so I realized that wasn't quite it. That's right. I wasn't the only one born from the egg. She was also born. What? What does that even mean? My twin? No, it feels a bit different. What's happening? How are you not... Wait, there are multiple Beatrices born from the same egg? I'm confused. How can I put it? Both of us are lacking something and immature. Yes, both of us are chicks, but we are also fragments of the true Beatrice. You have to gather all the Beatrice fragments? It felt as though the two of us together could become the real Beatrice. Oh, just the two of you? No one explained this to us. However, we naturally understood. I decided to talk to this other me. Unless I get to know her and become one with her, I won't be able to become the Beatrice Father desires. In other words, the thing that Father wants from me and was so heartbroken to find missing must be something that she has. Okay. konnichiwa, I guess. She's hella angry. Okay, that's the Beato. Well, that seems like the Beato I know. Hella angry for no reason. What's up? The bear teacher with her hair down looked at me dubiously several times, then finally spoke. Hey, talk to me!
どうしてわらわと同じ顔？
She used the word warawa to refer to herself, just like the true Beatice. I mean, yeah, that's true, right? You were using watashi, so that's a different Beato. It looks like she really does have something that I lack. I mean, we can check out what warawa means, but we already know what that means, but we'll check it out anyway. Grimoire. In this file, warawa is the pronoun that Beatrice used throughout episodes 1 through 4 to refer to herself. Historically, warawa, written like that, was a word used to refer to handmaids, chambermaids, and children, including errand boys and girls. The pronoun warawa, which derived from these meanings, was therefore a humble one, used mostly by women. However, in the context of modern fiction, the use of warawa is stereotypically associated with noble women from olden times, and the anachronism of this choice of pronoun can have the secondary effect of imparting an imperious air on a character's speech. In this sense, it is a perfect fit for Beatrice and an important part of the role language that makes up her character. Alright.
それは私にもわかりません。
わらわは黄金の魔女ベアトリーチ。
Another character in the character file?
そなたは？
私もベアトリーチェです。後ろ宮バトラに仕えるために生まれてきました。
わらわは黄金の魔女にした六軒島の夜の支配者。
So are they two sides of the same coin? Them combined makes up the true Beato, I guess, maybe?
後ろ宮バトラは知っているが、あのような小僧になぜに仕えねばならぬのか理解に苦しむ。
Hey, don't call me no brat. Hey, see, that's the Beato. That's more like the Beato I know, because that's her attitude. All right. I realized that the thought I had a second ago, that together we could become the true Beatrice, must really have been true. Though the person in front of me does have the part that makes her a witch, which I lack, she does not possess the mission to live for Ushima Batter's sake. And you're telling me the OG Beato does have that mission? She has what I do not, and I'm sure I have something she does not. Okay, let's check her character file. Alright, Beatrice the Elder. By the way, just want to mention, the tattoo of the one-winged eagle, or the drawing, or the thing, is on her right side. I do want to mention that important bit, because if you go to the human side and check out Shannon, it is on her left side, which I found hella sus. I've talked about this before, but yeah, I'm just saying, left side here, and right side on Beato. I've already talked about this before during the episode 4 tea party, or episode 4 discussion video that I did, so I'm gonna leave it there, but there you go. Beatrice the Elder, and this is what? Beatrice the Younger? Okay, just Beato, okay. Beatrice the Elder, a mysterious witch who existed even before the rules. She has the same name as Beato, but she was not given the purpose of devoting herself to Batter, a mere shadow of a witch sealed away by Kinzo. She spends her days pulling small pranks and clearing away the anti-magic toxin for the sake of her resurrection. Has many things in common with the evil spirits of Aokiji-kijima, such as a fear of spiderwebs. She was the one who gave Shannon the golden butterfly brooch. Okay, so it was her. It was this Beato. Oof. Then we have the OG Beato, which we already read about. But I mean, she has no fear of magical creatures. Her pyro rhapsody is almost as though she's just a human. She adores battle and considers her purpose is to devote herself to him. So, might be two sides of the same coin. Alright. Beatrice and Beatrice the Elder. Sure. She was sealed away by Kinzo though. So this is the Beato born from Kinzo maybe? From 19 years ago? From the homunculus that Kinzo gave birth to 19 years ago? Maybe that's it? Maybe that's the distinction in these Beatos? I'm not too sure.
私たちはきっと二人で一人の存在なんです。双子みたいなものだと思います。
いいや違う。そなたはわらわの妹だ。
Okay, Beatrice the Elder, how do you know this?
わらわはそなたが生まれるよりずっと前からここにいる。
そうだったんですか。
Huh. I had no idea, okay. I was born later. So, does that mean the mission to live for Ushima Battler's sake was born later on? However, I don't think my existence is something quite as faint and intangible as a mission. I have enough of a personality to think and act as I am doing now. So, the Witch Beato and I are separate people, both of us possessing something the other lacks. In that sense, maybe it's fitting for us to call ourselves sisters, as she says.
私はあなたのことが知りたいんです。
But you're the same goddamn person!
わらわも知りたい。そなたもまたわらわであることは理解している。そしてなぜにそのような言葉遣いであり、バトラに仕えねばならぬのか。そしてどうやらそれを理解せぬ限り、わらわたちは互いに未熟らしい。
This is this is like the Riku scene in Chain of Memories. I'm me. No, I'm me. I'm me, he says. And it's just Riku talking to his replica. It's the same person, just one is replicated from the other. But this is the same thing. They're the same person.
私は完全なベアトリーチェになりたいんです。
わらわはそなたが生まれるまでこれで完全な存在だった。
But you think you were, but you weren't really.
しかし、こうしてそなたが現れた今、そなたを受け入れるのがわらわの定めであるように思う。わらわもまたそなたのことを知りたい。
The witch Beato's tone was very slightly arrogant, matching with her self-proclaimed status as the older sister. However, since we both realized that we were the same person, there was no need to be unkind. This was probably because she understood, after meeting me, that her current form was not her real self.
ここはどこですか？お屋敷のホール？あ。
Beato gasped. Her portrait wasn't there. Yeah, I noticed that way earlier. Why did the portrait just disappear? What's up? Did that mean that this was at least 2 years in the past? Ooh. Maybe? Maybe?
そうとも。後ろ宮の屋敷のホールである。夜はわらわの時間。そして夜の屋敷はわらわのものだ。金蔵の間抜けは相変わらずわらわを蘇らせようだの捕らえようだのと躍起になっている。皮肉な話よ。そのわらわはこうして堂々と毎晩屋敷を支配しているというのに。
So this is the Beato that's connected to Kinzo, and the the Beato that's very shy and stuff is the Beato that's connected to Battler? I mean, I did hear that there could be many different separate Beatos. You know, that maybe there's a previous Beato that was with Rosa 19 years ago, and then there's another Beato right now who is the culprit. So maybe that's what this is. That's what's going on here, but I'm not too sure.
あなたはここで何を？体を失い、あの肉々しい鎮守の社により魔力もない。しかし、わずかずつに日々魔力は蘇りつつあるのだ。最後には見事復活を遂げ、あの金像を嘲笑ってやりたいぞ。
That's a portrait. The epitaph.
わらわは見事そなたの檻を抜け出したとな。その笑いだけを楽しみに夜な夜な徘徊して暇つぶしをしている亡霊といったところよ。ご一緒してもいいですか？無論。何しろそなたもまたわらわの一部。
無論。
右腕の同行を断る左腕がどこにいる？断る道理もない。そなたを迎えようぞ。我が妹、新しきベアトリーチェよ。
我が妹 little sister。
ありがとうございます。お姉様。こそばゆい呼び方だ。だが悪くない。さあ、参ろうか。夜の屋敷を散歩しよう。わらわの退屈な日常を紹介しようぞ。
Righty then. We're taking a walk now. The two bear teachers changed their forms into two gold butterflies and fluttered silently into the depths of the shadowy mansion. Oh, that's the chapter. Okay, that might be where I end the video then. Okay, cool. That's a chapter end. What's the next chapter called? The Source of Magic. Alright. The Source of Magic. We're in the guest house here. This is the guest house, right? The children have appeared.
私は今でもそうなんですが、うっかり屋さんで、よく物をどこに置いたか忘れたり、鍵をかけたつもりが忘れちゃったりとかして、迷惑をかけてたんです。
Yeah, that's about Shannon, but I forgive you. We're gonna end this here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this part of Umineko. When they cry, is this that scene of Beato talking to the other Beato also part of what Battler wants to show us? I don't know, but it was interesting. We'll continue on next time. This whole Beato, I mean, it's called Dawn of the Golden Witch for a reason, I guess, right? We're slowly but surely witnessing the resurrection of the rebirth or the whatever of Beato. So maybe by the end of this episode we'll have a complete Beato rebirth. We shall see. But yeah, and the episode has, we found this sunset. I feel like a proper foot into the episode. Feels like the murders may or may not start soon. Who knows? Next, I think we might get a scene. Well, we might get a scene where the family argues over the inheritance. Maybe, maybe not. We might get a scene where the family tries to solve the riddle, and maybe we'll get one step closer. Maybe we get more hints that'll help us out in solving the riddle. But as you guys already know, I haven't given up on the riddle, of course. But I've also not taken super active effort trying to solve the riddle by myself, unless I get more clues or hints from the visual novel, because it's been a very hard riddle for me. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part. I'll see you guys next time for some more. If you guys enjoyed watching this at least as much as I enjoyed reading. And yeah, alright, y'all. Peace.